A very good evening and welcome to Athletics on 216 in partnership with Kuro. This evening we are back for episode number 6 and I'm excited for this one. We've got an amazing guest and once again I'm going to make you guess who it is. He is your SA Schools 200 and 400 meter gold medalist. Listen up, this one should give it away. He's your World Under 20 Championships 4x400 meter silver medalist. And the giveaway, he is your World Under 20 400 meter gold medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Udeme Okon. Udeme, what's good? Yeah. Touch my blood, man. How are you feeling? And how are you doing so far?
I'm doing good. It's a very exciting season. Just staying consistent, looking to stay consistent, and yeah, dominating the field.
Dominating. I heard you say that when we were at Kuro as well, just mentioning that this is a year where you really want to step it up and show what you've really got. But great performances. Last year, winning that World Under 20 400 meter championship gold medal, as well as the silver medal. Just tell us about that. How did the year start and just leading up to that moment?
It's a thing of, there's obviously going to be a lot of expectations, winning on a junior ranks, people are going to always just assume that, you might just always win in the junior ranks. So I'm just out here, working hard. I've been working hard through December, through the holidays, all the holidays, working. As soon as I got back from Lima, started putting the work back in. Because, obviously this year I'm running with the seniors, so I think a lot of people are going to be assuming that, like I said, I can only win on the junior ranks. So I'm definitely want to dominate also on the senior ranks. So yeah, it's just a thing of going to the senior ranks and doing what I have to do.
I mean, your attitude is exactly right. It's not resting on your previous performances.
Yeah.
I mean, senior level, it's a big step up. But I mean, we start at the beginning with your year in 2024. I mean, until then, I knew you more as a 200-meter sprinter, focusing on the 200, snacking here and there on the 400. How did that come about, and what made you guys decide to eventually switch over to the 400?
I mean, so it was like a season opener. I had a season opener. I actually ran in a UJ competition where I ran a 300 meter and I ran a 33.0. And since then, my coach was just like, I think we should try the 400 as a season opener. I was like, you know what? Let's try it, let's try it. Because I was focusing more on my 2 and my 100 meter. So I tried the 400 one time. He said, you will only run one time. So I said, no problem. One time it is. I remember I ran a 48.1. And after that, I was just like, I was gassed. I was like, never again. Like 2 weeks later, he told me, yeah, you run the 400 again. This is your last one. If you run a 47, it'll be your last one. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Ran the 400 again, ran a 47 like 2 weeks later. And just from there, he was just like, you're running so good, why stop?
Yeah.
And I was just also falling into that trap, falling into that trap, one more. And he kept on saying, every time you run a faster time, we will go out of the fun. So I was like, no problem. But I actually saw that the 400 was actually making my 200 more stronger because I felt more confident in the 200. I felt more relaxed in the 200 because obviously I had the endurance now. All I just had to do is just execute. So since then, we've just been jumping in the 400 meter sessions, jumping in the 400 meter events. Yeah. And I got used to it where I started specializing in the event. I'm not the best in it at the moment. I'm still learning as time goes. And yeah, it's just a thing of continuing. Like, let's see where we can get.
See where you're gonna go. I mean, we've got the race. We'll show that race. Yeah. This is where you won at the SA Schools.
Yeah.
This was the beginning. This was the one where we saw this potential there. I mean, you clocked a solid time as well. Just run us through this race and what you were thinking.
Yeah, it was a very, very, I can say, tough race because it was very windy that day. Yeah. And I remember calling my coach. We had a deal actually that if you run a 46, I think he said he's going to get me new spikes. And I said, yeah, definitely, because it was a bounce spike. And I could just feel in the start that, the start was okay. The backstreet was a bit windy. But I remember coming out of the bend, I was just like, yeah, this is my race. Yeah. And I knew in my head that I could run a 46. I expected a 46 low, but I got a 46 high. Either way, I still ran the time. And yeah, it was just as you can see, the celebration, I remember as soon as I got back to the hotel, I called my coach and like tell him,
Hey,
deal's done,
you owe me something.
You owe me something. You owe me something. So, yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. I think we've seen it with Wade van Niekerk, of course,
Yeah.
specializing in that 200 meter. And the 400 just comes along, it almost tags along.
Yeah.
Do you think you got the same predicament where you love the 200 more, but the 4 seems to be obviously paying off more at this stage?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, the 200 will always be my favorite event. I really enjoy the event. But as long as the 2 is getting stronger from the 4, I don't mind doing the 4. Yeah.
All right. But that's what it is,
Yeah.
Seeing where it is. I mean, I like what your coach did. They're just pushing you. We're looking to your next race. This one, obviously, just showing that you are in form. This is from 2025.
Yeah.
200 meter, new personal best.
Yeah.
It's always Mnandi running a personal best.
It always is.
Run us through this one.
I remember in the week, in the 150, I ran a 14.9, and I felt that, I'm going to run quick in the week. So I remember getting out, and I remember I could feel that, I'm actually going to run a PB. I didn't expect to run a PB. I actually wanted to run my actual PB, like a 20.5. I didn't expect to run a 20.4. It was just a thing of going out there, let me just execute and see where the body is, is it on form, or is it like we still need a bit of work to do? So I just got out there and I started quick. I never ever start my 200s quick, but I was like, let me just get out and then just coast and see what happens after that. And I just saw 20.4. I was shocked, but I was like, you know what? Then again, I can't be shocked because I feel as if I could have ran quicker, it's still it's still very early to be running as quick. So it's just a thing of seeing where the body's at, like I said, and
running fast already. I mean, we've seen you earlier, opening race of the season at the Simbini Kuro Classic Shootout. That was a phenomenal day, phenomenal race. We'll get into that one.
Yeah.
We'll show it a bit later, but just tell us, coming into such a big year and now into the new year, conversations with yourself and your coach, what type of role does your coach play in making sure you stay grounded, but also run those fast times and continue to improve,
I mean, it's just a thing of just trusting the process, trusting in him. I never question anything that he has planned for us, especially in terms of the athletics field. When the sessions, I just know, just go out there and do the sessions properly. He gets me mentally ready, for every event. If I feel as if I'm not okay in an event, before an event, I know as long as I can just get those words of guidance from him, he gets me, like I said, mentally ready, where someone can literally say something to me and it wouldn't even faze me, because in that moment I'm locked in, It's just a thing of, now it's time to dominate. That's what I'm saying. I definitely think he is the biggest impact now in my athletics career, because, like I said, mentally gets me ready for everything.
Yeah, it sounds like more than just a coach on the track.
Yeah.
Relationship obviously transcends outside of track and field as well. Just tell us, obviously the coach is such an important, we always touch on it because at school sport, your coach might be the coach at school, but how do you transcend, from school athletics? I mean, you're still at Florida Park, and now you're going to be, next year you'll be only going into university.
Yeah.
How do you keep that relationship, healthy and strong?
I actually had an athletics coach in high school. I have an athletics coach, but she's more now of my mental, if maybe I'm having mental issues or something like that. She helps me with that, so I keep her close also. So it's like a triangle basically, where it's my coach and it's her. Yeah, so she used to be my first coach obviously in high school, and then we had an athletics meet, and then I met my coach, and then from there, it's just a thing of involving each other in that triangle, keeping the relationship, very strict, no hiding or keeping things from one another. It's just straightforward how it is.
Yeah, I like that. With that, we're going to be looking into some amazing highlights, performances of the week, but also we're going to be touching on Udeme Okon's fantastic performance at the Kuro podium. We'll catch up with him there. We'll be back shortly.
They get away first time and he gets off to a good start. Is Sinesipho Dambile, of course. He's a 200-meter champion and he's absolutely flying. 100 meters done in 10 seconds. Okon treading water. Team Kulus will have to fight hard to catch up. It's only those three in the race, all of them fading into the distance. Geld and Pinar are nowhere. Now here comes Udeme Okon. He goes past the 200-meter specialist, Sinesipho Dambile. Okon has time to glance across. This is done and dusted. Oh, look at the grace. This man smashes it. Inside 32 seconds. Udeme Okon says, where you at? I can't see you.
I'm standing here with a new coach on the block. It is Lyle Wenzel. I mean, at SuperSport schools and school sports is about not only discovering top athletes, but also discovering top coaches, young coaches. Lyle, thank you for making time to talk to us.
Thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Being a young coach, I mean, you're coaching a superstar athlete, Udeme Okon. It must be phenomenal. Just tell us, as a young coach, what was the processes you had to go through in order to get to where you are now?
So the processes was me being a retired athlete. So I hung up my spikes last year, and within the amateur career I had, I kind of figured out, what athletes need, what works for athletes, what doesn't work for athletes. And I carried that knowledge and experience into my coaching philosophy and using a technical background as well into the coaching philosophy as well. And, with Udeme, he's a natural talent. And, it's just been from strength to strength,
Absolutely. It's good work that you've done. Congratulations on your achievements at such an early stage. And we look forward to seeing more and more of you and more athletes being developed in the years to come.
Definitely. Now we pray for more athletes, we pray for health, we pray for a good season, and just bringing the best out of my boys is an achievement on its own,
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach Lyle. Thanks for your time.
Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot.
Super duper. That is Coach Lyle Wenzel. Always friendly, always available, and has done some great work. And the young coaches, as I mentioned, that's what we want to see, young coaches coming through and also making the mark and making South Africa great. Thank you for watching. I'm standing here with Udeme Okon. Udeme, what a race in that 300 meter. This close to that world under 20 record. And I mean, you did shut down, but run us through the race. You look so good, man.
But just my test week, so I just wanted to test the body out, and it's my first time jumping in spikes or jumping in any competition. So I just wanted to just come out here and just also make a statement, and show them that it's not that I won at juniors. I'll start losing here in the senior ranks. So I just wanted to come out here and show them that even on the senior ranks I'll be here. I'll come here to come dominate, and show them how hard I worked.
Here to dominate, don't sleep on the boy, is what he's trying to tell you. That is Okon. It's been a great 2024 for you. I mean, part of the athletes that have went to the world champs and got those medals, I mean a gold medal. Just run us through that experience.
It was a very unexpected experience. It was my first season, so the expectations weren't what we expected. So we just wanted to go out there and just see what happens. And just doing that made us get where we had to go. And that's obviously I went there. Great mindset, great training program. So I just wanted to go out there and just push. And that led me to the goal and the serve and the 4x4.
Amazing stuff there. South African athletics is in good hands. The future 400-meter athlete to look out for, that is Udeme Okon. Congratulations and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
So you've just seen it, that amazing performance from that Kuro podium. Just run us through that. I mean, there was so much in there. You know what that world under 20 record is at? It's at 31 point something. I'm not going to say what because I'm going to catch you later. And you ran a 31.83. Just tell us what was going through your mind and how did you feel about that performance?
It was a good performance, It was my first week in spikes, if I can say. I've just been doing speed, short distances. So it was my first week, like in the longer session. So it was just a thing of going out there and executing. My start was I could feel that my start was way better than last year, if I can say. So I just made sure to get out as quick as possible. And I saw, as soon as I popped up, I saw Tambile was
Tambile was
gone.
out.
I was like, damn, okay. Let me just stay relaxed, run my own race, because I know that if I had to run his race, I'll probably not run as fast as I ran. So, I just stayed relaxed, got into the bend, and I just saw him like still moving, but I could see that, I was catching him, because I'm more of, after the first 50 or 150, that's where I start picking up my speed. So it's just a thing of getting out of the bend quick. So I remember getting out of the bend, I was just like, move. I remember moving, and I could still see him. Then I saw myself moving away from him. I was like, you know what, I have this race, let me just glance to the side and look where he is. And I saw he wasn't there. And I was just like, you know what, just continue pushing. Then I was just like, let me just stay relaxed. And yeah, I just ran that 38, 31. I was like, okay.
Things are looking good.
Things are looking good, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And with that, we're going to go into a short break. But before that, we're going to look at some performances of the week. See you soon.
He streaks ahead now of the rest of the field. As it comes into the straight. Driving as Johan Ensland tries to reel him in, but it might just be too late. As Ronaldinho Suarez of UWC
Welcome back. We're still live in studio. It is Athletics on 216 in partnership with Kuro. And I've got the man Udeme in studio. Udeme, what's good?
Good.
So we've spoken to you, told us a bit about the performances of last as well as this season.
Yeah.
But now I want to test your knowledge. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the track and field pop quiz. All right, if you're at home, you can play along as well. Simple. Ask you the questions. I'll give you options. And from there, choose the right one. No pressure.
Okay.
What pressure? All right, so first question. The 300 meter under 20 world record. Is it A, 31.61? Is it B, 32.01? Or is it C, 31.80?
A.
A is correct. All right, that's a point for you. I'll give you a bonus point if you can guess who's got the world under 20 300 meter record.
Oh. Wade.
Incorrect. Clarence Munyai.
Oh.
All right, second one. Oh, that is a tough one. This one is on a field event.
Okay.
What is the pole vault world record? Is it A, 6.10 meters? Is it B, 6.27 meters? Or is it C, 5.98 meters? B. And B is correct. All right. You want a bonus point or you want to pass?
No, pass. Oh, wait, let me get it.
All right, bonus point.
Yeah.
Who holds the record?
Mondo.
Mondo.
Come on. Mondo. Come on.
Mondo. Duplantis.
Yeah, Duplantis.
All right, and the final question. What is the world under 20 200 meter record?
20.0. 20.0. No options. No options.
Here are the options. 20.01, B, 19.69, or C, 19.98.
I'm going with A.
And the correct answer is B, 19.69. 19.
Yeah.
All right, not bad. So that's pretty much what? 2 out of
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3, okay.
2 out of 3.
Minus the bonuses, add bonuses. Okay, it's good. It's good.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, please. 2 out of 3.
All right, so now let's focus on the Udeme Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of beautiful moments here. Which of these photos would you say is your favorite, and just explain why?
Definitely say the one with my coach.
Yeah.
You know, it's just showing how hard we worked, you know, through the whole year. I mean, it was just my first season also. And it just showed that even though you just start, you know, you start in a sport or anything, as long as you put your heart in it, you put everything in it, you can achieve anything. And that's where obviously you can see World Juniors getting the gold medal. you
Yeah,
know.
tell us about that one. That photo there.
Oh, this was the best, I could say, the best moment ever. I haven't like I was happy in the moment, but when I got home is where, you know, everything just
Sunk in.
Sunk in.
Yeah.
You know, warm up area, everything, you know, it was very cold in Lima, so it was just a thing of I'm putting deep heat on and everything, but you know the body is still cold, and when the body's cold, you know, there's nothing you can do. You can put everything on, like layers and everything. I tried putting layers on, but I was still cold. And I remember just telling myself, like, you know what, I don't think I'll get this final, And I remember calling my coach. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember calling him. And I remember him just telling me that, actually, no, I remember listening to a voice note he sent me. And that voice note just got me like amped up. And I was like, you know what, this is my race now. And I didn't even feel, because I remember I could feel my hamstrings were very cold. Like I couldn't even do the warm-up properly. And I was just like, I don't think this is going to be my event. And I listened to that voice note. And after that voice note, I called my coach and I was like, it's coming home.
Come on.
It's coming home. I remember.
It's coming
home. It's coming home. So in that moment, I was just like, you know what, in the final, I remember like a lot of voices and everything like trying to put me down. But I remember just, you know, staying focused, staying locked in, you know. And I remember just going out there and, you know, doing what I had to do, you know. I felt the pressure, obviously. There was a false start that happened. But after that false start, I just knew that, you know what, everyone is nervous. Why not be calm?
Yeah.
And you know what, in that final, that was my first time. Lima was actually the first time that taught me how to be calm in the most serious situations ever. Because in that race, I was just so relaxed. I could say, I was very relaxed. I've never been so relaxed in any race, but in that race, I was so relaxed. I remember running my own race and coming out of the bend, that last 120, I remember just kicking. I was like, let's go, let's go. And getting to the line, I actually had a celebration planned, but I don't know, my arms just went up and I was like, wow, okay, I'll take it.
Fantastic stuff. I mean, top of the world as a junior, and I mean, that's exactly what you train and work towards. That's what you want to do and achieve, you know?
Definitely.
And then just a word of motivation. There's a lot of youngsters, you know, being young at World Champs 18, you got this opportunity. But what word of motivation would you give to young up-and-coming athletes that might look to you as a role model?
Yeah.
I'll ask you who your role model is after this, but just what motivation would you give them?
I would give the motivation of, you know, you're going to see people that are bigger than you. You're going to see people that are faster than you. But that's only from the eye. As long as you are mentally ready for everything, for anything, it doesn't matter what condition you are in or what you have, what you don't have. You should just use what you have, you know, to get to the biggest where you want to be. And you know, things like in track and field, obviously, like things like spikes and everything. Like spikes, I remember starting with like Mr. Price spikes, Max spikes. And in those spikes, you know, I remember getting those spikes and I was like, I'm gonna work hard, you know, to get the bigger brands and everything. You know, and with those spikes, I remember running 12 to 21, 3, 10, 8. And I remember in those, just with running in those spikes, you know, motivated me and said, you know, yes, the spikes are not as quality like the Nikes and everything, but it was spikes that was given to me, you know, because of my talent, you know. So you should use your talent. Don't make your talent. Don't waste the talent. Make sure you use your talent. Your talent is a gift. Use your gift.
Yeah. You used your gift now, and I mean, now the boy is fully drenched in Puma. Come on. You know, that's the hard work that has put you, the very spike that made you run and win that title at World Under-20s. And how does that feel? You know, obviously you said it. You started from the bottom. Now you've worked your way up to a place where you've got a brand as you know, backing you.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's very good. You know, I actually ran in Adidas spikes, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you know, it's a thing of all your hard work is starting to pay off. You know, it means, yeah, of course I have the brand and everything, but that doesn't mean that now that I have it, I need to start staying relaxed, you know, because now there's a bit more pressure, not pressure that shouldn't phase you, but, you know, there's more pressure where, you know, you need to make sure that you're also doing good for yourself and your brand, you know.
Yeah.
So as long as the brand is, like for me, the brand is definitely treating me well, you know, giving me everything that I need. And with that, you know, all I just have to do is go out there and, you know, perform well. And yeah.
Yeah, all right. So just tell us a bit about Udeme. Just in a short, brief paragraph, who is Udeme?
Udeme is a third born out of 4. I have an older brother, older sister, and a younger sister. My older brother actually plays soccer professionally.
Okay.
And yeah, I actually used to play soccer also for like a year, I think. I was like good in soccer also,
Yeah.
you know, because of the pace and everything. But it was a thing of, let me join another route, because my family is a family of athletes. So, you know, I was just like, let me join another route and see where that will take me. And of course, joined athletics in 2021, where it was like school meets and everything. 2022 is where, you know, I broke out, you know, where I met my coach. I met my coach from a school competition. Since then, I met him in August. I remember we went to top 30 together. I ran good times, you know. And then just from there, you know, it was just a thing of trusting the process, you know. And then since then, it's just been work. And then, yeah, last season was a very unexpected season. You know, being world champion, junior world champion.
Yeah.
Very, very unexpected season, you know. I definitely was supposed to go there for the 2, but I went for the 4. And I was also grateful for the opportunity, you know, going to Lima, you know, putting your name on the map.
Yeah.
And it's just a thing of now staying relaxed, listening to the body and performing good.
Performing good. You got one more performance left before we wrap up the show? I need you to, you know what it is. You need to show me a dance so that I can maybe join you in. You got something?
Yeah. Let's
All right.
go.
Okay. Okay. I got you, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen it. That is Udeme. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being with us.
Having me.
That's a wrap for Athletics on 216, episode 6 done. Make sure to tune in again every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We'll be bringing you more and more tech and fun stuff. Thank you, Udeme. Take care and good night.